drawing and art and things like that. So I think it's your preference, which
Yeah.
I think it ties into Mary. Thank you, George. What we're going to talk about today. I think it's great.
Okay. Yeah. It's coming up. Hold on a second.
Okay. Drawing.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you're ready, by everybody. Welcome to the call. And by the way, I don't know how many of you watched the call last night, but make sure you watch it again because it's network marketing in a nutshell. 15 minutes. Why network marketing? Why three? But anyway, I didn't want to advertise that.
And,
But go.
and it really was an amazing guy that presented.
Oh yeah, a cool guy. He
I
has a
think
weird
I
accent, but
I
he
was
was a
like,
cool
I thought
guy.
I'd wear your hat in honor of you today.
Can you put it in Facebook, George, too? It was so good.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we are live.
Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Well, welcome everyone. I'm so excited today to give you a little bit of a review of Jacksonville. We were blessed to be able to go to the regional in Jacksonville and just hear from Daniel and Dr. PQ and Dr. Timothy. I mean, yeah, and Dr. Timothy, and there was a new doctor, which I don't know, somebody could put in the chat her name. But I mean, it was just an amazing event. Christine, Wonder Woman, flew to Orlando with us. She's only been home from Taiwan from a week, and then a week before that, she was in Dallas. But it was well worth it because I just love learning from so many different people and different points of view and all of that. So it was a great event. But the key to the event and what I'm going to focus on in a minute. First, we're going to find out about everyone else is going to be what's old is new. But before we get started, I want to know what's going on. Who has anything to chat about? And I'm on my phone, so George, help me out with whose hands up. So, who would like to crow about something yesterday or what's going on? Anybody?
Yeah, I know some people are ready to say something, but go ahead.
George,
Hey, Kenny, how are you?
good. So I'm going to show you a picture. Well, I'm going to show you my knee. I had knee replacement 3 weeks ago.
Mhm.
This is taking all the products. I'm just going to show you my knee if you guys can see it.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That's 3 weeks of 20 days of collagen. Revive twice a day, 2 pills in the morning and 2 at night. Immune, uh, one package of Eternal, and my natural the Vitality, and that's all I've done every day for 20 days of that 23 days.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
I've got full bend going backwards. I'm at 120. The last time I was at physical therapy, I'm still working on straightening it out, but I'm walking around the house without a cane. I walk with the cane when I go out in public because I don't want people to bump me because it's still 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share how amazing these products are. They don't heal you, but they sure as hell help you to heal. You know
Right.
what I mean? You can't say that they're cured, but they sure as hell help you to do what they need to do. So that's what I have to share today.
Yes.
Awesome.
Amazing, Kenyon. Great. Amazing products, amazing business. That's why.
Yep.
Thank you,
Exactly.
Kenyon.
Do we have anyone else that wants to share before we get started? I know there was a lot of amazing things happening yesterday. Welcome, welcome. Do we have Gladys on or
Yeah,
Glennis on?
she's here. I can see her.
Glennis. My
Okay, I'm
D's.
here. I'm here.
And I'm
Well,
here too.
okay, well, we're doing what's old is new. So I want Glennis, tell us about your event yesterday. I know you talked on Christine's, but if you can give a quick recap to everyone about what you did yesterday.
Quick recap. I sent out some messages. I posted on Facebook and Instagram, and then I sent out messages and my message just said, I decided to do a thing. Not telling them what the thing was, and invited them to come see what the thing was. And it was, we did it at a restaurant like Gladys, but like I told them on the other one, go check them out each day. I thought being on a Tuesday, it would be quiet, quiet. It was so not quiet. Um, so little drawback, but I was excited because two people RSVP, and I know it's like two people. Well, we know when two people that could end up being no people, but it actually went in the reverse. Two RSVP, 10 showed up, which I was happy. Very receptive, all had questions. Uh I know for sure, I didn't say this on, I know for sure two are signing up, and a few more have more questions. So yeah, one already filled out her thing. So I'm reaching out to her today to see exactly what she's wanting to do. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Glennis. And she didn't even know that I was going to be training on what's old is new. But
No.
um yeah, it's exactly what's happening. And so I'm just so excited. I'm so proud of you, Glennis. I'm so proud of you to pull it together and make it happen. It's really what I want to talk about today. I think for some of you, you've gotten no's before, but you're going to get yeses. Like this is the time of us getting yeses. So thank you, thank you. And then again, if Gladys is here, she's doing the same thing. Gladys, can you hop on and maybe talk about your event that you're also doing at a restaurant?
Well, yes, I'm doing a happy hour. So I
Mhm.
inviting people to a happy hour and doing our thing. I'm gonna take that script, a thing, because
Yeah.
people are curious. They want to know. So I am so happy. I just dancing in one foot here because you did it, Glennis. I'm so happy for you. So it's just go out and do it. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm a one in person, so I like the closeness, seeing the person eye to eye, and the energy because I work with energy. So it's working for me. I'm gonna try the facial next time,
Yeah.
and we have such an amazing team here that we're gonna make it. We're doing it, and it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. Yes.
I'll take that.
All
Special
right.
thank you to Ashley though, who really did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Teamwork,
And,
teamwork.
Teamwork.
uh,
Yeah. Well,
and
I
I want to,
just
and
go
I
ahead.
want to say one thing too. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm so glad I'm so proud of everybody doing their in-home restaurants, events here and there, really getting eye to eye. Just congratulations, Glennis, you did an amazing job. And Antoinette, starts with you, your great leadership and leading the way. It's just awesome. I wanted to also congratulate Kimberly and Bobby from Chicago. I was up at 5 this morning. We were doing a call to Singapore, and this is how you build locally to build globally. I got up and Bobby, who's a musician and producer and stuff, that Kimberly enrolled. Then he introduced me to Christina when I was in Taipei. We did a quick call. This morning we did a presentation. She's delightful, is signing up to try the products. A really great person that's into the environmental, global green economy foundation, entrepreneur into wellness, and such a beautiful soul. And she wants to try the products and everything else. But that is an example where you build locally. Again, it isn't who you enroll, it's who your people enroll. I enrolled Kimberly, Kimberly enrolled Bobby, Bobby enrolled Christina. And then she already has people she's thinking about. One of the things working with Asia, very important to build a relationship with them. This is very important. You just can't really go on the internet and just talk to people. Maybe it'll take a long time and you can build it, but it's better if you do have people that know people over there. There's more of a trust. Asians usually, and many Europeans too. This is nothing bad or anything. It's just the way they're guarded. Certain ethnic groups also, even in our own country, guarded, you know,
Mhm.
and they need to know sure that they know you, they trust you, so that they're open to listening. And so we were up this morning doing a Zoom starting at 6 a.m. and had a delightful, and she was just on our other call, just saying hello, thank you, just to seeing what we were doing. And that's how it works. So think about people that you know. Always ask people when you're out and about, when you're meeting these new people, who do you know in Asia?
Mhm.
Because you don't know, they may not even think about it, but they may have neighbors that are Asian or a different country. And then they say, well, I do know so and so. Then it opens their mind to thinking. So I just wanted to bring that up and thank Kimberly and Bobby for introducing me to Christina. She was absolutely wonderful. And congratulations to all of you. So, with that, Antoinette, you may move right on.
Well, Christine, it was just perfect, perfect, perfect. Because what I want to talk about today is what's old is new, but it may have a little twist to it from what you thought I was going to talk about. You know, our CEO and founder began our meeting in Florida saying that. He began our meeting asking us to do more one on ones. He began our meeting by asking us by telling us that he went to a huge meeting in Dallas with all the CEOs. And what they all talked about was that people are getting together again. So, one of the things I want to bring you back to is most of you who know me know my background is I was a buyer for J.C. Penney's. And you may or may not know is that the industry really does create the trends or we discover the trends. And so I want to give you a little background on how that works. Most people go to Europe, go to Asia, and they look and see what's going on. What's going on? How are things going? Then someone like myself, I would have 50 different vendors, suppliers that would come to me. And I would have like 2 weeks of vendor meetings. At the end of those 2 weeks, I would know the trend because they're all showing us their best or what's happening. So I want you to understand this is a trend and you better jump on it because when Daniel Piku, your CEO, says he goes to a huge meeting like that, and they say what's new what's old is new again. That's just one person here in the United States. But all of you know what I was impressed with when I went to South Korea, Vietnam, and Japan. What I noticed was what was old was new again. What I noticed was they were mixing technology. They were mixing what Kimberly did this morning, Zoom, with being in front of people. They were not stuck in one thing. They were not just doing social media. They were doing both. They were thriving. They were out and about. It was like COVID never happened. And I was like, wow, what's going on? Then I came home and I asked my friend who still is in the industry, and I asked her about trends. And she said that the trend was that you won't believe this, guys, the malls are coming back. I know you don't believe me, but look it up. The Gap is having an increase. Um, and it's the weirdest thing ever. Abercrombie and Fitch is having an increase because the younger generation, what I'm talking about is those that are between 18 and really, like, I think it was 16 to about 22, want to go back to the mall. Now, they go to the mall, they may look at the mall, they may buy online, but it is a mixture of a trend that is happening. You must realize that people want to get out. They want to see people, they want to do things, but you also get to do your Zooms. You get to do social media. You get to look at everything that's going on. I wanted Glennis to speak this morning because she began on social media. She began, which I'm so proud. She posted her flyer, and she also talked on there. I don't know the right words to say, but she promoted on social media. And then she took it off there and then she was live. And so these are the words of Daniel Pico. It was just so funny when he was saying, get out of the bird's nest. Write that down. I was like, what? When he said that, get out of the bird's nest. And what he was saying is that so many of us are dependent on our leaders to do everything when honestly, you can do it. You can sit one on one. If you're not a person that likes big crowds, then just invite people to your house. Go to a coffee shop. Do one on one. If I were in Michigan, I'd be at Shannon's all the time because I love bowling, skee ball. You know, it makes me happy. Go where it makes you happy. La La Land is the hottest coffee shop out there today. Google it. If you have it in your area, it is packed. There's lines out the door. Go have a cup of coffee with someone. But this is from Daniel Pico. Like he said that we need to all get out there and do more. No more waiting for this person that has to do your presentation for you. What he said was that you are good enough. This is from Daniel's mouth. Get the flip chart. Get something, download what George and Adrian have on their website and just do it. Just do it. I had a conversation with Samsung, not last night, the night before last. And Samsung was telling me the same thing. He just sat down for coffee with someone in California and they signed up for a pro pack. One on one. And they just kind of had a conversation. And he just kind of went through his flip chart, if you want to call it that he has. And so I think that's the main thing that came out of it. But I want to tell you, boy, did they blow my mind because, George and Adrian have been pushing us and pushing us to have our list of 100. Have your list of 100. Work your list of 100. Well, they say work a list of 300. It was amazing. When we were in Florida, they said we all have a list of 300 because we have 100 people on our phone, we have 100 people on social media, and we have 100 cards of people that we have met over the years. What is 100? Nothing. They were like, you make a list of 300. And there was, I don't remember her name, but there was someone that presented there that made a list of 300 and is a 3-star pro, like boom, boom, boom. And then we had the most touching story ever from a young lady from the Philippines. And boy, did she smack us in the face when she talked about what she had to do. When she talked to us about how, think about if you want something bad enough, how she worked 7 days a week, 7 days a week. And then she did something else. I'm like, okay. But I mean, her spirit was the spirit that I felt when I was in Vietnam, when I was around the 3 team of ours that is in Asia. I mean, I just heard so many incredible stories of people doing incredible things. And that's really up to you. Some of you only want part time. But if you're sitting here today and you're telling me, how do I get to 3-star pro? Well, you don't do a 100-person list. You do a 300-person list. But Kimberly, I think, just posted a 1,000-person list. You know what I mean? You just do it. And it was amazing that her heart and her work ethic. Sometimes for some of us, it's the only thing is that we just are not doing the work, putting the effort in. And then they said, take fast action. Momentum loves speed. Christine says it all the time. We have momentum right now. As you guys know, I am being highly favored right now with momentum. Momentum in Michigan, momentum in Orlando, momentum in Dallas, Kansas. We have momentum going, and it is just contagious that Glennis was like, ha, I'm going to have momentum going on the south side of Dallas. We have an event going on in Fort Worth, but it is all of us together. Frida, Nilbert, everyone here. I mean, I wanted to be in tears the other day when someone said to me, I did a facial. I wasn't from the Pink Company, but I listened to what you said and decided to try it. Guys, they never even did facials before, and they're kicking some of your butts that have done facials before. Sorry, I'm a little passionate this morning. But when you come from an event that we came from in Jacksonville, you want to be passionate. What one of the leaders said is she does no less than 250 calls a week. 250 calls a week. You've heard George talk about that. You've heard him talk about back in the day what they had to do. I think because we have new technology, we're being lazy. I think because we post on social media, everybody is going to do everything. No, you got to still get on the phone. You still got to call. You still got to make things happen. And we can really make things happen. Um, Daniel said, don't cross the line. Oh, it was amazing. Invitation to presentation. I think that was huge, huge, huge. Invitation to presentation. Don't cross the line. What's happening is some of you are inviting people and you're doing a presentation. No, you heard Glennis say, she was like, hey, just come on out. I got something to talk about. Keep your invitation short. Keep your invitation short. When you're inviting people, you're just inviting them to come and see. All of you know my story. In the very beginning, I was like, hey, would you be open? Because Christine told me that and hopping on a call with my business partner. Well, what's it about? Well, it is about health and wellness, but I don't really know enough about it yet. You got to get on the call. Like, really? That's the line. Keep it short, keep it simple. Would you be open? Just show up, be excited about it, and they will do it. But I love that. Don't go from invitation to presentation. Keep it to invitation, then at a separate time, do your presentation. And then, it's just so funny. I don't even know who said this, but someone said this is going to be the biggest thing that you could ever be a part of. You're a part of something that is so big. It's so huge. Do not waste it. Do not waste time. You know what? If you're really scared about everything, it's okay. It gets easier as you do it. It gets easier and easier and easier. Every time you fail forward. You guys know the book, but every time I would call someone and ask them something, then I would call Christine. What did I say wrong? What did I do wrong? I would, immediately back in the day, we had another mentor that was a part of our group. And I remember her saying to me, Antoinette, you have to think different. Stop thinking the old way like the pink company. You're in a different company. You can use your experience, but you have to think different because this is different. And so, for some of you, ask some of us who have done other things. If you're a corporate person, ask a corporate person, how do you transition? If you're a health professional, oh, Maron, Dr. Sabo, we all couldn't believe it. Guys, he asked 36 different times. He tried to get in medical school 36 times. And then he decided he would go overseas to go to medical school. He didn't quit. I'd have quit. I'm going to tell y'all right now. If I got 36 no's to go to medical school, I'd have been like, maybe it's not for me. But not Dr. Sabo. He went overseas and got his whatever, his MD. Then he comes back and he's the best doctor ever in the emergency room. But what he said was this, what he's doing today, him being in three and building a business. And of course, we were crying because his wife, Gladys, was crying. So we're crying at Dr. Sabo, who is such an amazing person on our board, if those of you don't know. But he didn't give up. He didn't give up, and he's really kind of shy, y'all. He's the cutest thing ever. But I thought about that. Would you get 36 no's and keep going? And he said that he is having the best time of his life right now because of those 36 no's. Um, Always use a third party validation. I mean, I love that for some of you. Again, after you're done with the Zooms, you may need to go straight into a three-way text or three-way call with somebody who can help you. A lot of times you're trying to close by yourself. You know, I learned just as much on this trip from Gladys. um, Driving in a car with her. But she said to me, you know, Antoinette, I haven't even hit my 1 year anniversary. Oops, I think we need someone to mute. But she says to me, I haven't even been in the company 1 year. And I'm thinking, girl, I thought you've been in this company for 2 years. But what I learned is, and I do this a lot, same thing with Glennis, I assume that people know things. You have to tell us if you're not comfortable with something. But one of the things that one of the leaders said was that you may need a third party like Glennis, after last night, she had 10 people. Well, call all 10 of them. What did you think about it? But put them in a third party text. And then we can help you answer the questions as you learn. For some of us, yes, we believe in each and every one of you on this call. Each and every one of you, in my eyes, you are all 6 stars. And so we may assume things that you already know, that you may not know, but we need you to reach up to us. Don't reach down, as Christine says. Reach up and ask us questions. Daniel Piku said that the 6 stars that we were there with, how many of you have ever reached up to ask them to sit one-on-one with them? And it was unbelievable how many people haven't reached up to sit one-on-one with some leaders. I mean, poor George, he's in trouble because George, Adrian, Christine, I call them all the time. I am bothering them all the time because I want to learn to be successful like they are. Then the fifth thing was keep it simple. Keep it simple. I think this morning we had a conversation before some of you jumped on about Apple versus buying a Mac versus a regular computer or whatever. But the truth is, you have to do what fits you. I think all of us have different personalities. All of us are trained differently. I am not the best at writing. My writing skills aren't the best. I do a lot of videos. I heard all of you say my mother always wants to yell at me because she's like, honey, why do you tell everyone that you wear a wig? I go, because Ma, I wear a wig because I don't have time. I don't have time for that. I put a wig and a hat on. I'm just telling you guys, we are right now in the middle of something that's so wonderful, so great that you might have to throw a wig and a hat on. You may have to do more voice because writing drives you crazy. Although, if I could be George and use AI and chat GPT all the time. But the truth is what's old is new. People want you to be face to face with them. People want a hug. People want to gather again. People want to have in person things as much as Zooms, but people want togetherness. They are hungry for it. Hungry. And so Christine says it all the time. We are in a perfect storm. Turn off the TV. We all got home from the airport. I'm just saying. Turn off the TV and start connecting with real people, talking to real people, and discover the real trend of what's happening today. And so I know I'm so passionate about our company and about how we can change lives. We can change lives. And so what's old is new. It's not only with our business, but with what we're doing with health and wellness. And when I tell you that I learned so much on this trip, what I learned was we are all so easy to take the easy way instead of the healthy way, instead of what we used to do to be healthy. So, included with these supplements, what would happen if we eat right, exercise, and have a little bit of human connection? That's what was old that we need to make new. So that's what I got for you guys today. And I'm sorry, I'm crazy today.
Thank you. No, good morning. I agree with that. Something else by those of you that are shy to do presentation in your home. Remember the presentation that we did 2 weeks Fridays ago? Invite me to your home. Just plug your computer or your phone to the screen, and that's a great way. And by the way, nobody that is here has taken me on that. We have 60 people. Now I have 4 people that have doing the presentation, but they are not here this morning. But none of here. I have invited anybody home and invite me. Now you don't have to wait to talk to the 6 stars. Let me tell you, Christine and I were not 6 stars, and we have as much or more experience than many people that are out there. Don't limit just to the 6 star. But let's make sure there's no limitations right now. You combine both the old and the new, the technology. When I started like in 1992, we are using the phone to short distance. We were not doing long distance because it was too expensive. That's it. But still, we were doing videos, VHS. Remember those big boxes that you can kill somebody, you throw in their head? We were using that stuff. But that's why you had to combine both. It's so important to connect with people. That's what technology did, is to be more efficient. Can you imagine if nobody has invented the washer and dryer? Anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Technology is why we have phones, it's why we have computers, it's why we have even AI. Everything's combined, but it's not abandoning the person-to-person connection, because it's just to improve. For those of you that presentation last night, you can see I talk about both the combination of AI and why the brain works certain ways, etc. But it's so important that we connect with people. The human connection is, and Antoniette is saying it's true. I mean, face-to-face, but again, if you don't feel comfortable, it's why the three-way call exists. The three-way call Zoom exists, and that way everybody can go into action. It's why it's so important right now to us to connect consistently. And something that Daniel said, I talked to have that long conversation, is that people were going to starting doing meetings, and they were. I talked to him, or we talk about the virtual presentations, etc. And you're going to hear things in the future about that. But anyway, but still, it's because people want to see face to face. They want to talk, etc. Because some people got very depressed, by the way, that we're not connecting
Yes.
with anybody. Because we are humans, we like to live with connections. It's part of our brain. It's our right brain. Our right brain is the right brain, the connection of love, of relationship, etc. The left brain is the one that's very analytical, etc., and can work
Mm-hmm.
very well with AI. But the right
Mm-hmm.
brain is why this business never would be replaced by AIs, because we need that right brain. We need the connections. We need the love. We need the fun. I mean, have you asked ChatGPT for a jokes? They are so bad. Sometimes they're funny, but in general they're so bad because they don't they miss that part that the human has. That is the right brain. But anyway, Antoniette, thank you very much and for the call. Anybody has a comment before we go? Okay, I know everybody thinking right now, but it was a great connection, and I love those events that are happening around the country. I love those because they are connecting people, and all of them
Mhm.
have been successful. And by the way, it's interesting. Not footnote. I don't remember who mentioned it yesterday. Most of the meetings that they've been around, most of the room is our team. That's very interesting. Think about that. Think about
Yes.
that.
That's why I
Uh,
wore your hat, George. I
oh,
mean, I don't want to brag, but I can brag a little bit. George, legacy, we are rocking it.
yes. Yeah, we have, and by the way, legacy maker is not me, it's
Right.
all of us together, because we are leaving a legacy for our families. We are creating a legacy. That's the cool thing. And I love that. But Antonia, thank you for the presentation. And if you knew how lucky we are to have people like Antonia, like
Mhm.
Christine, like Kimberly, the Smith, they were here a few minutes ago, like the Baron. I mean, they are incredible leaders that we have already in our team. And in a few years, several of you are going to be in the 6 star or beyond, because 6 star sounds cool, because it's the $1 million position, by the way, for those of you that don't know, $1 million a year, but or more. But we are going to see 7 star and gold diamond, and probably they have to create a new rank eventually, because that's going to happen. I know as soon as people hit their higher ranks, say, well, what is next? Well, let's create the nuclear space diamond, or whatever we call it. I don't know. But anyway, this is recorded like always. Make sure keep an eye open also, because Black Friday is coming. And I know it's 3 weeks away, but 3 weeks go very quick. Actually, less than 3 weeks, but 21 to 12.
Mhm.
That would be 33 days. Actually, there's less than that. It's about 17 days that we have for Black Friday. It's going to be the 29th of September, of November, I say November. Make sure, get ready. Say, we are going to be running a promotion. Get ready. Let me put you in the VIP list. Call everybody. Don't wait until the
Mhm.
Black Friday announcement. It's too late, because you're going to have only
That's
three
right.
days. Let's start now. Call it, make the list of everybody, even people that say no, even people that say you are ugly. I don't care. Just make sure you write those names. And because the Black Friday is coming, I don't know exactly what is going to happen. I know it's coming, because
Yes.
I asked Daniel last week, and he said, as a matter of fact, I was going to go to three today, but I'm not going to have time now. But I'm going to go tomorrow, because I want to have input some ideas, although maybe they may be ready to announce it. And I would not be surprised and announce it at the beginning of the week of the Black Friday. But anyway, thank you very much,
Sure.
Antoinette. Again, amazing job, amazing everybody. Congratulations to Jenny, Glennis, and Gladys for what they are doing also in Texas, in Dallas, Texas. And by the way, that can happen in your area. Wherever you live, even if you live in a little town,
Mhm.
even it's a second home, like the Baron that live in Florida, in the Venice, Sarasota area. You want to have Daniel there, Dr. Dan, Why not? By the way, you can have all of us right now. Remember, you can invite us through Zoom and put us on the screen of your house. And then you can tell people tonight somebody's going to connect with us from Texas or from Chicago
George,
or from
you gotta
whatever.
go. George, I guess just gotta say, Astrid's group, oh maron, they are so fun. Like, so much fun. They're loud like me. And someone said that I'm
You're
louder
not
than Puerto
loud. You're like
Rican.
me.
But I mean, Astrid's group, I mean, they are exploding, but they are the funnest group ever. So we got to get you there having some fun.
They're
Yes.
Spanish, Antoinette. You know,
Yes.
they Puerto Ricans. They can have fun. They were
Yes.
fun
Yeah,
having
I have a
fun.
call with her next Monday. It's going to be very interesting. And also, I hope by my Monday I have several little surprises for the Spanish market. I
Yes.
start working on that. Thanks to technology, by the way. Thanks to my friend AI.
Yeah, well, George, I'll tell you later offline. But anyway, Astrid has done, I could tell everyone this. Astrid has converted almost everything to Spanish. So, yeah, I know you're meeting with her, but I just want to thank her. Even Dr. Sabo's wife, Gladys Sabo, she was blown away. She was like, how did you do this, Astrid? So, she is serious. I mean, she is building this market,
It's
and I'm
amazing.
so proud and fun. And she's a quiet giant, y'all.
Oh
Quiet
yeah, yeah,
giant.
yeah. And many of you are, even if you don't believe it. Many of you, there is a little giant. By the way, because all of us come from the same place. All of us. I don't want to get too deep into anything, but all of us are spiritual beings having a human experience.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
And spirit doesn't have limits. Deepak Chopra, if you know who is, many years ago I was in a convention. He said, if we set our goals at the spiritual level, there's nothing that we cannot accomplish
Yes.
because there are no limits at that level. We put the limits ourselves. But anyway, okay, we could spend here like next 45 minutes because I'm getting fired up. Antoinette, you got me fired up.
Got you fired
Sorry.
up, George.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you in the next call. Today's Wednesday. Remember, tonight we have I think Dr. Dan actually is going to be here
Yeah.
tonight. Make sure, not here, but yeah, here, because you're going to be through the TV, through the screen, through the computer, through the iPhone, anything. Well, okay, thank you very much. And we see you later.